Hey guys, it's your boy. Here's my 3-minute pre-release brain dump for your Tarkir Dragonstorm pre-release, where I quickly go over my initial thoughts going into the set and how I think Sealed will play out. And of course, this is all subject to change once the dust settles, but anyway, let's get into it. I'm not going to go over each archetype in depth, but I'll put them on the screen and I'll brain dump each of the clans really quick in case you need a tiebreaker for which clan seeded pre-release pack you're going to choose tonight. First is Abzan. They have Endure, which when a creature enters, it gives a ++ counter, or you can make a token. So far, I feel like this one seems just okay. The counters seem a little bit slow to get off the ground, but black and white have good removal spells. Endure is pretty strong, so it makes extra bodies, but I feel like the other clans are almost benefiting more from it. Jeskai has Flurry, which is a double spell mechanic, which actually seems alright. Historically, the double spell thing has been a little bit clunky and difficult to pull off, but I actually think they did a good job this time around creating a solid support package and double spell payoffs to make it work. I think Jeskai will be decent. Plus, if you get Jeskai Revelation as your seeded rare, that card is just nuts. It's like an easier to cast ultimatum. Sultai has Renew, which lets you exile cards from your graveyard for an extra effect. Generally, these sort of flashback type abilities perform pretty well because it acts like a pseudo card advantage. When you get into the late game, you have a much higher chance of having something to do with your mana. Mardu has Mobilize, which makes 1/1 tokens when you attack with that creature. I like Mardu a lot personally. Between having access to red and black, which I think the removal spells in those two colors are going to be the best, and also how wide it can go so quickly, I think having a strong Mardu deck will be really difficult to beat in this format. The problem aggressive archetypes tend to have in Limited is they run out of gas if the opponent can survive the race. But I think this time around they have added enough support and sacrifice synergies that a more prolonged assault is definitely possible. Last we have Temur. Temur has Harmonize, which is like a flashback ability, but you can tap down a creature to help pay for the cost. Again, for the same reasons as Sultai, these types of abilities have great value since it acts as a pseudo card advantage. I like what I've seen from Temur so far, especially those elephant cards, but it does feel like you kind of have to open the nuts for Temur to play really well. A couple final thoughts. Even though Tarkir is all about the clans, I would still try to stick to a 2-color base for the deck and then splash in a few of those other cards just so the deck plays more consistent. Unless you're facing against bonkers and then you just want to do a fun 4 or 5 color thing, then go for it. Also, I think this set is going to play a little bit slower with all the decks looking pretty mid-rangey with the exception of Mardu. I think a lot of people are going to be playing like turn 1, turn 2 tapped lands, trying to quickly hit all those colors, and so a lot of decks might not come alive until like turn 4 or 5. That's another reason I like Mardu, because it will often have a legitimate head start. However, the counterpoint to that is I feel like this set also has a sneaky amount of life gain between those tapped lands giving 1 life and among other handful of spells. So yeah, expect games to go late. Anyways, good luck, have fun, thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time.